Yes, we are reflecting. Please. Uh, Good morning. Good afternoon. Uh, so this is 12 p.m. This is uh, Euro CHF, and this is the result we have. Uh, Yesterday I stayed up all night because of this World Cup. I couldn't make the game. Anyway, here. Mm, what are we going through? Mm, what are we going through? The good news is price didn't break above the daily. Why? We actually rejected, uh, which is a very nice sign. And if since that happened, when you look at the daily, you see that today price broke below and now it's retesting. Um, so let's see what price has done before time frame. Oh, price has actually done the exact thing I was looking for, but outside my OG level. And if it was in this way, my brother would be so happy, but it's outside our OG level. Mm. And my analysis with this, the first thing that will happen is price has to come back to respect this level, right? That's just mandate. Mm. Mm. So uh, what happens is just one moment. Hold my attention. So in this case, you can see this is the 4 hour low high, and this is the 4 hour lower low, right? Mhm. And since that's what we have, uh, we just have to wait for price to come back here, and then it will react to give us an engulfing. Yes. Yeah. Mhm. But the question is, do we enter, right? If price comes back at this level and then does something like this, huh? We enter. That's the question. Because price has done what we are waiting for. Price has been tested. And in this case, what price means is it has to come back here. And when price comes back here, that's when I can execute my what? I sell. So how do I live off this strategy? Uh, I can't, I just got right. I'll sell The price comes back here by half, it's very smart. You see? Mm, we can also say that this is the flower lower low, right? Uh, but we can't be today, it's not a day where I would be hoping for price take out this lower high. See? Because once price takes out this lower high, now I'll be facing my greatest threat for price going to see? Mhm. So here what I really need is yes, price can come back here or even not really close here, but just kind of reject the level and maybe make close bullish like it is right now. Like it is right now. But just give us a small rejection there. You see, a weak pullback right there. You see, when we get that price, what price will do now is from this stage we'll experience one nice thing. If that's what price does, if we only get a, a pullback and then price gives me the close of the forward candle in a bearish momentum, it will give me hope. Let me just say, in this case, price now let down by it closes with a bearish engulfing candle, or not even an engulfing, but just a bearish candle. You see, and all these turns into a weak rejection of this push up here. Because right now this is the 4 hour candlestick, and we have 2 hours and 3 minutes. That's a lot of time. See? So there's still too much room for anything to happen. So here, if price can have a rejection of tapping into this level and then closing with a bearish candle, that would be nice, very nice. Because if we can have a bearish candle, I know that there might be a resistance forming next of the what? A bullish candle again here. See? Mhm. So that if price later on closes with the bearish, you see it will make sense when I make the arrows, but now let me just try to give you the game of what I'm seeing. So at the moment it breaks below here, will be bearish, right? And this will be bullish, you can see. Mm, this will be bullish, this will be bearish. But and the good part is this can be nice if uh, price does this. The first scenario I've just showed you is if price from here uh, tries to make something like this and then breaks below, we wait for a retest there. You see? And then we execute ourselves. That's the first thing I'm trying to tell you, which is fine, and there's nothing really wrong about that. But in the case where price also retests here and gives us an engulfing, you also have to know how to react next. Okay? Because yes, it's an engulfing and back in the OG level, but uh, this trade is the you can see where the whole shift happened from and the whole move is happening from is out of my zone. Is it this zone? I can't do anything. I can't do anything when price is in this level, right? You can only do anything when price is something when price is here or price is in this level. So uh, so the case now I'm saying is what if price engulfs here? Yes, that's still fine. Price engulfs the level. Price engulfs the level like that. Say this day, this is the daily. The 4 hour push, imagine it's this one, price which is that way. Mm, and then the bearish time frame. Oh, changes, but Then the bearish time frame does this. Uh-huh. And now imagine price keeps on doing this. Right? And then we get lucky. Price tries to buy a bit. We get lucky. Price tries to buy a bit. When this happens, mm, then again price does something spectacular. Right? Again, uh, see, mm, get something like this. Wow, get again something like this. Wow, yeah, you get something like this. Wow, right? See how this will look. Wow. See how this is looking. Mm. Oh. In this case, uh, what we just made is y, model, retest, dolphin, bit of resale, retest, break below, bit of rejection, retest of the level, dolphin. You see, things like this is what we've made here now in Excel here. Just right up. So that's 11 pips. Uh, we want to want to increase the thing up there just to be there. So now, would you look at this? This is another scenario. Now, you see, this is the first one. So what does such things do to me? The reason why I do this, the reason why I think you should also engage in these uh, uh, possibilities or probabilities rather. Uh, One, it builds, you see now how come I am. I'm not complaining of why price did this. I'm just simply, this same time you're seeing this is also the same time I'm seeing this. Trust me, I didn't plan for this. I didn't hope for this to happen in this way. What my hope was is price will shift at this level, right here. Price will shift here, but before it will shift at this 4 time frame, let me just draw it here so you can see it clear. At this 4 high, I was expecting price to make another higher potential low, then a shift, and then a break there. You see, this is what I was expecting in this market at this point. But what did price do? It neglected this and only made this move. Okay? Way far away from where I would even want to be. See? But this won't make me enter when price is at this line here. Okay, because it has shifted the forward time frame. Yes, it shifted here But remember, what led the shift is this point here, and price will always come back there, right? Hmm. So, uh, in everything we're doing, it's all about how you react to situations. Because one of the things I can tell you, not only 1% of things you do will go as planned, as exact plan. The rest, there will be always one thing missing, and just take a leap of faith. There'll always be one thing that's always worrying you, but it will turn out fine. That's how it is, you see. So now imagine if you spend your time worrying on why price didn't just make this perfect retest we were planning for at this level, so I can get my perfect sale and retest and then go. Why didn't this happen to me? You see, we miss out to a lot of opportunities. You see, but now you've seen that still there's time for us to make a trade and even capitalize from it. You see, and the good part is now we know that once price starts to drop here, it's already done what? It's already tested the higher part here of where price had a chance of buying more in the daily time frame. You see, but price ended up rejecting and we're back on the bearish momentum. If you can clearly see at this point. Even price was fighting, we almost broke the what the low high, but price rejected and we are back in the game. So what I would love to see is price to close below here. This would be very nice, very nice, and we can even trade this pair even next week. That's still fine. You see. So in this case, you can clearly see that it's still room for opportunity. You see. Uh, we just have to be open to it. I think let me just leave this so you can see if price really respects them. Yeah. And, so we move by these two analysis, and it now clearly tells us that, oh no, we're not actually being left behind. We're entering at this point where everything is now ready to move. You see, because price has already retested, the drawdown is already happening. Just have to wait for time when everything is ready so we can go. You see? Uh, so that's it for this pair. And, by the look of things, my note trade is good. This is AUDNCD. So you see what I was telling you, that if the just when price broke below this level, what do you expect? This sale to continue, and you see it has continued. So if we got a perfect entry there, it's a perfect. If price gave us an entry here, though it did not give us, we'll see how much would have been. It would be in a 1 to 9 right now. Yeah. Mm, so patience, my brother. Mm, Uh, so we can see the daily time frame is up, is gone. And if price closes in this way today, the only way we can get a short at this level And the chances are slim, way slim, because you've taken out this level here. Here. So price price is ambition now. It's closing below this level. Mhm. And then price and next ambition will be here. That's what I like about this strategy is when we catch trades, they move, they make the price. We catch the trades that make the price, the currency move. Okay, that's the beauty of our trading strategy. This trade here, I knew this would happen. It's just that the daily couldn't shift, but I knew this would happen. Here, and price both high massively. Let's try to rewind so you can see. And just that the daily didn't shift and the fall wasn't clean as well. You see, buy new price would buy at this level. So this pair is our strategy is very nice because we enter trades when things are ready to move. You see, so the time you can even clearly see that this trade we wanted to take here, price was now ready to move. You see, that's why you saw all this noise. You saw me escape it. I wasn't doing anything at all. I wasn't interested at all. Nothing at all made me even think twice about entering this, missing out on this. But you saw where I was telling you that if price just respects this point here, see what happens. And this is what makes me feel nice, even if I go out a week without the trade. Okay. Because this would have been different. This would have been me in this trade, and next time it will be me. It just gives you that feeling that "Oh, actually what I do works. See? It really works. And you can all see it. Uh, in this case, uh, it's a very nice trade. We just got left out. Huh? Won't say anything bad about it. Next thing is NZD card. Wow, would you look at this? From looking for sales, now price is almost giving us buying options. And that might happen. Let's see if there's any news. That might change the course of it. I don't know. It might happen. I know if the Canadian dollar does something, but it might happen. So we can see how we avoided this loss. Yeah. If we are very impulsive in entering right after this break and switching to the lower time frame, this is what would have happened to us. But we avoided all that just because of being patient. Okay. Uh, so what do we do next? What do we do? We just wait for price to close. The day you decide for this pair. That's and that's the best answer I would give you. If I would say, yeah, we're still looking for sales because price hasn't broken above this level. But the reason why I'm saying the daily will decide is the moment price breaks above this point, we are bullish in the weekly time frame. Okay. and you start looking for buys. You see? This will be a higher low. This will be a high high. So that's what we have in NCP card. AVT card. Wow, I like this. I like this formation. I like this displacement of price. I like the fact that if you tested this level, I didn't rush for the break. So I can also tell you that the moment you see this, the moment you see this on Monday, my brother, you see how price will sell all the way from this level to this point. Freely, you'll see. So it's just a matter of time. There. So I can see that the 4 hour has been retested, respected here. So what I'm from saying is the daily to break it right here. So now let me show you what the reason why I just said that. If you see, this is the level where price is supposed to respect in that to sell, right? But when price retested, fails to engulf, comes back outside. But remember, we are still bearish because we've not taken out this low and this low here. So what does this mean? We wait for price to break below, price to test, then price to give a what? Engulfing. Yeah. You see? So in this case, uh, yeah, so this is what we wait for in the 4 hour time frame, where price breaks below and then it respects this level. But now, what will happen is price will now start dropping, right? Start making lower lows, lower highs, lower, lower highs, but we're still bearish. Keep in mind, we're still bearish. But now imagine price breaks below, it go bearish in the 4 hour time frame. See? And we make a lower low. So then we wait for price to come back here and then we test. That's one thing. The next thing that might happen though is this 4 hour time frame you're seeing here might close bullish this session. You see? And once we close bullish, brother, it will be a very nice game if the next candle does something like this. Okay? Because now this whole thing will change. I'm waiting for a shift at this point. And now imagine if price breaks above and does something like this. You see, you simply wait for a retest and then a sell. You see? Making what I'm saying true about the daily time frame having a break there. See? Yeah, so you see this play out also. Uh, the next is USDCH. Oh, price. Oh, oh, what's happened? Oh, interesting. You see, right? You can see that price wants to test so bad. You see it. But it's just something keeps holding it back. But as of now, the retest is solid. Why? Because the 4 hours been taken out. You see? So this is just price trying to form structure inside. But trust me, price will break and come back here. And then we can be ready for buys. Yeah. I think that's it for this morning. This afternoon, sorry. And then when we come back around what time? 4 p.m. I'll meet you and we can go through these other pairs and these other pairs and see what price has done, right? So for now, we can record the session. Have a good have a good day. Enjoy your lunch. Thank you. So this is 30 minutes into next session. And then just be like lunch. No, can go into session. So first of all, you see that USDCHF price has finally done what I wanted it to do. So now we expect this to happen, step stop. This one here to happen. That way. There's a I told you, so place. Check this out. Oops. See, this can become a single point. ID card as well now. Just want to see if the day breaks above so I can shift the rates. Just so um,
So we can see that between these two, even though we only these two are trying their best to give me what I want. Mm. So the next is a detox. You can see my price is fighting. Use more time. I'll keep on just observing out my stuff. Lastly, is USD CHF. Price tried to trick us in looking like it's going to sell, and now price is bullish again. But it doesn't taken out this lower. Uh, I see the big down for out up there. See what's the pure. Oh, the price almost doing one time. So, the cost so well. So this is the structure point right of which price we will test this structure point since we are bullish. And now we should start looking for price up. USD card, Euro card, you can see price has been on the range of making a lower on the daily time frame. So wait for that. NZD USD price is almost fully testing. Let's waiting for that for it. People that so we'll just wait for it goes. I think most of it is just now the daily closes. Um, GPS, the price reached out take profit, bought more again. See? It's LDUSD didn't get the shift. Hmm. GPAD then is fighting so hard to keep us in the game of sales. But it's fine, we can start buying. Uh, but the bad part with sales, this will be our low high. So I think that's it. I'll see you at 8 p.m.
Welcome back, guys. So, uh, uh, let me make this happen. Okay. Uh, mm, 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 okay. Mm, 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 So we've come to an end of this week, and as you can see, we didn't get any trade at all, right? It's not because we didn't want, not because we didn't show up. It's not because we were afraid to take any trade, or we chose to do something else instead, or we chose to sleep or anything. Okay? It's because the market just ended up doing something else. All of these pairs, and there's nothing we can do about it rather than just watch and see what comes of these markets, you know? Uh, most of these things, if you can see, like this pair today in the morning were very much okay. And this was our plan. The price falls down here, but you can clearly see what price is doing. I'm just removing this so that things can be clear, so I can explain to you the way forward. Okay? Because we have to know what we do next, even if price doesn't give us what we want. We have to still know how we show up the next week. Um, how we show up in the next journey, because this thing doesn't end, That's the bad part. It's a good part, but I think it's also the bad part. Because just shows you that expect the markets to still be the markets all the time, and there's nothing you can do about it. 90% of the times,
the markets will do what you didn't plan or expect. And you try to fight it so bad, you'll miss out on even greater opportunities. Okay. Uh, so the best way to avoid all that noise, because like you can see here where we are struggling to get this entry, someone caught the buy from this point and they exited at this point and they are very happy today. You see? So that's how the mafia plays. But in this case, you can see what happens is that I told you in the morning price has to respect this level that led to the sale, right? Not this point just because for the 4 hour shifted here. You see? Yes, the 4 hour shifted from this level, but this is the point that led to the shift. So price comes back here. You see? And in my past 2 years and a half trading, I realized this year in March. That's when I knew about this. Back then, the moment price shifts here, I just wanted to test at this level and I'll be on for sales. See? But now I've learned something new. So in this case, you can see price retested and price after retesting, what we expect is now price to engulf, right? Mhm. We expect price to engulf this level, right? Yeah. So if price engulfs that level, it means we can now sell. But the only bad thing was that what the thing I was saying in the morning was if price does this, we can't really sell because if you look at this level, it's happening outside my energy level, you see? Mhm. If I was to remove this and try to feint this, uh, you'd simply see that it's outside my level where I was planning to sell from, you see? Mhm. So this makes it hard for us to move forward, you see? Mhm. And in this case, this only leads us to one chance where we say, okay, if price retests here and gives me an engulfing, let us wait for price to break below this 4 hour level so that once it comes back here, I'll have at least a very good chance to sell here. You see? And and then I can at least sell at this point. See? Even if I put my stop around this level, still the profit will be fine. Even if I increase it around this level, it will still be fine. You see? Mm. But now you can see what price is doing, that it has given us and led us to an edge where we are now fighting for if price just buys above this 4 hour time frame, we'll be bullish. You see? And if it closes bullish, what happens is I can only buy, sell if price makes it lower low, higher low, and a higher high. See? And then this higher high is also now risking everything. You see how? Remember, on the daily time frame, our price should not exceed this level. You see? Uh-huh. So if price makes a higher high, my best chance at this is price making a higher low, and when it makes a new high, price not taking out this point here. Okay? hmm And it all starts again from this same level where we are, that if price breaks above, it should only close right around here within this spot. Because once it closes above this level, today the daily does this, that does that, then we go bullish. So then now we start waiting for price to shift. You see? Hmm. Uh, After then the trade is finished. Uh, and the next thing is the moment we are bearish, we are bullish on the forward time frame. Hmm. That's the first, that's the worst part that we don't want right now. So that's why I'm giving it to you first hand. Okay? The moment we are bullish, we can only sell if we get the high and shift, right? Mm. Or price comes back and takes out this higher low in a move of this way, then retest the same one I was showing you, or in any way. But the main idea is it takes out this higher low. You see? Then wait for price to retest and we can do something about that. Okay? Why? Because this is the only lower low we have, and we don't have any pivot that is leading to this break if that happens now. You see? So this is the only level we can label as our lower low, and this is the only level that can turn into our higher low in this case. Okay? Mhm. So what to wait for is just how the day to close, because it's Friday and this is the last candlestick of the week before last candle, and I can't really do anything, you know. Yeah. So mm, sorry. So it's a bit tricky, but it's fine in some way. Mm, if you know, since we know what we are doing, it's already okay, and we can expect anything at this point, right? Mhm. Uh, but if you look at all this, the weekly, let's see what the weekly has to say. I think this, I think this was too big. I increased this level too much. Supposed to be, yeah, this way. This is how it's supposed to be. Uh-huh. So if you see, if the weekly closes in this way, it becomes hard for us to keep this bear next week. Why? Because of the weekly bullish engulfing. You see here. So it's really a hard decision that we have to make. And the only shot we have is if the weekly closes below this line, right? Below this black line here. Then to be way fine, easier for us to consider this trade again next week. Okay? Because if it closes in an engulfing, there's a high chance that price might tap into this level. And then in short, there's a high chance it might do this that you're seeing here. Yeah, might happen here. Okay? So we'll see how price closes. Uh so AUD card. This is this is a pair that I'm liking so far. uh what do we have? Mm, let's take the weekly that we just did. Oh, and don't mind this 15 minutes time frame. I was just having a talk with my friend. That's why you're seeing it there. Okay, so for this one, you can see it's way different than Euro CHF. We can still keep this pair. Why? At least it's closing it in decision candle after a bullish push. You see? So it's giving us a shot that we still have a chance that price might sell. Okay? Mm, That's the good part. Then the daily time frame also, this is fine. The main idea in the main goal we have is just getting price under here. That's all. That's the only idea we have. Because now what I like is even though price is still bearish, you can see price broke above the OG level, right? And it gave us this entry signal, this engulfing, and it's retesting here. And price kind of rejected up. So now imagine if the daily breaks below this level, right? Hmm, The daily time frame. Because in a daily time frame, this trade is already playing out. You've entered your trade here. After this retest of the OG level, this point and this engulfing, and you've entered this trade right now. Right? So this is just a drawdown. If you can see it, you see? It says, oh, price just back here. So now let's say if this is the 4-hour time frame, and you now find price with a very nice engulfing there. You see? How does this make you feel if you're in this trade? You say to yourself, okay, now there's progress, right? Hmm. So that's the same thing I'm looking for here. Uh, why? Look at the 4-hour time frame. Look at the 4-hour time frame. Clearly, I told you that price has to come back here and respect this level, right? Because this is the level that led to the break, you see? And it did just the same way as I told you. When we tested, there was no entry. It broke outside and broke below. So now what it's trying to do is really just test here and give you an entry before our time frame. You see? Mhm. But that entry will happen outside our OG level. You see? Because this is not the point where we expected to sell from, right? Mhm. So how do we play this in a safer way, in a better way, in an aggressive way? We can simply do two things. One is just wait for price to do what I showed you here. Test or break. And once price breaks below this level, it's high. There's a high chance to take out this lower low. See, and when it take out that lower low, it will leave a pivot that price has to come back and we test. And once that happens, and it gives the engulfing, that's when we shoot. You see? Because it's like the daily time frame closes bearish now, as you were expecting. But what do you need next? You always say, oh, price has to give me a daily pullback. Then it continues what? Selling, right? Mhm. That's the same with here. Okay? I can't really enter a sell here in uh, between this level here, just because it's at my OG level now. Uh, unless if this pivot was at this point, you see? Now, the whole idea is if I put this low high, lower low, uh, and then try to reduce it at this point, you'd greatly see that here price can do anything, right? I can enter at this level nicely, But price has every right to come back here and then do anything around these levels. You see, the only level that price will be respecting is this point, you see, and the lower high here. And this week, that's all. Anything that happens here, price is not going to respect at all. Okay? Because the only thing that matters, uh, let's say let's just say you entered, right? You entered here, and this is your stop loss, and your stop loss just above this week's. Let's just say you did that, and okay, your what to target that side. So when you enter in this trade right now, price can do anything. Okay, price can come back here, drop a bit, come back there, drop a bit, even come back 90% to draw down and drop a bit, right? Because it has every right. So me, I won't make my own lower low here, my own resistance at this point, and then say the moment price breaks below and we test, I'll sell. No. Why? Because I'm still within the lower low and the lower high. We get We only sell once there's a new lower low or a new high, and now you're expecting that retest for price to be pushed further. You see, example here. So the retest has happened, and now you're expecting price to be pushed down, right? Not after when that happens and I start looking for a trade for the push down, then I'm just entering because of a FOMO. So if that's the case, meaning we just wait a bit. If price makes a lower low, if price makes a lower low here, then we have a chance. You see? Because then this becomes our new playing ground. You see? So now we know, okay, we have a new chance. This is the point where price has to come back and we test, and we no longer have to worry about all this noise here. See? All we just need now is price to come back here and then give us what? Our entry level there. Once we get our entry level, we can easily take our sell, put our stop loss right above that level, and then we enter. You see? And again, let's say if this happens, then you miss out this trade. We don't have any right to, just because we see a double top here and a break of the double top and a retest, that it's a sign to enter. No, no, no. That doesn't permit us to enter. See, because in here is the same thing. You can see a price will make a nice has made the nice double top, maybe even a head and shoulder, and break and retest it, but that's not a sign for me to enter. Okay? I've tried this before and I've failed, and I can tell you the exact trade. It was Euro JPY. I didn't wait for the forward to go bearish. I just saw. In fact, let me show you. Because all you see me tell you is not because I just make it up. I have experienced it and I've felt the pain of it. Let me show you what I did. So look at this, right? If it's in this case, look at this. For this one, price was bearish, right? Was bullish in the daily in the forward time frame. Very much bullish, you see. Here. In this case, price was very much bullish. And what did I do? Just after seeing a very nice head and shoulder happen in there and price breaking, I didn't even wait for price to show me it's holding or an engulfing or entry. I just entered based off the break and I got stopped out immediately. You see? Why? Because I tried to gamble in between of the trade. You see, price is already hasn't yet given me any new chance, and I'm trying to make a way for myself just because I've seen a very nice double top. You see? So that's the same case in these markets, okay? Uh yeah, and you can also apply this to your bull in this same bullish way. If since price is bullish, just because it makes this nice uh trend here, because this is the you can see this is the higher low and this is the higher high. So just because it makes this very nice pattern here, it doesn't mean if it breaks the pattern here, I can take a buy. No, unless it takes out the higher high, that's when I have a chance of seeing how I'll join the trade. You see? Hmm. So that's the lesson I'm trying to give you because of what I saw happen to me. Okay? But if you want, you can try to go against it and you learn yourself. So in this case, this is what we'll be waiting for. And if that happens, we are home and dry. ADNZD, you can clearly see that price didn't retest this level here, or our level here when we're looking for a sell. So the only way we can now join this is next week when price comes back here, right? That's the only way we can can enjoy this. Yeah. So you can see we are at the shift, we are at the very nice shift, but no retest. And that's fine. Mm, that won't make you lose your sleep. It sucks, but you're fine. Okay? Uh, so, uh, so next week you can even clearly see that, okay, this is how I'm going to go about this trade if I will put it on my on my radar. You just have to wait for price to come back here and then you can join the sale. Uh, the next thing is NZD card. Ooh, price is already above this level. You've seen how how close we are from price changing, bearish to bullish at this point, even on the daily time frame. See how close we are. So the moment price closes above, these sales are over with. Okay. Uh, so I can't really trade this pair next week if price was to close exactly at this level. Okay. Because I don't know what price wants to do next. I just have to wait for it to give me its direction, right? Then I can see myself through the lens of the trade. Okay. Mm, So that's the that's the one point. It's a very good trade. Uh it's just not clear. That's all I can say. It's just not clear for now. Mm, USD CHF. This pair is just playing with us. That's what I've seen. Because this pair has, by now, it would have been already at my latest level. You can clearly see it, right? But price just keeps on rejecting and going the other direction. Tries to sell reject. So uh if you look at the weekly time frame, this also question my interest next week. And this one also questions it. This one I can hang in, but at what cost? This one can. This one questions my entry interest next week. Pairs like Euro USD, up to now we haven't had our retest. So this should just give you a sign that the currency pairs at the moment are just not stable. Cause the way I know currency pairs, the way my history with them and my knowledge about them is currency pairs once price especially for USD pairs, once price knows its direction, brother, we wouldn't be seeing NZD card wasting time on a sale that's so clear, or Euro USD wasting time on a retest that's so clear. That is just playing around. You see? So it's just a time in the market where these people have just ruined the pairs, these conflicts around the world. Uh, so the next thing is West, my friend after making a high is now coming back to me. I told you the Bank of Japan will do the same thing again. So you can just wait on that retest also. Uh, price comes back here, and then you can join the buy. See? Uh, Eurocard. You see why I didn't trade this pair? Just because of that small break, price failed. I knew there's a high chance price will sell. Is there? And since price is almost taking out this lower low, once we just take out this lower low, lower low, it's a different game with waiting for a shift at this point. Yeah. And look at how price shifted when it was so close in breaking this and changing the whole course of the market. Yeah. NZD USD price almost retested my level. So I would really love to see what happens of this pair next week, since we are now heading to our retest. Mhm. But if price closed at the with the weekly bullish candle at least tapping into this level, I can expect serious sales, but I'll still get the pair. But with this close, I will expect price to buy a bit and give us that entry. We can catch a minor sale that will continue the other week. Next is GPB card. This pair just plays with us. So all these things will just give you, this pair has been clear over its entry at this point was supposed to buy at this break, was supposed to buy, but the pairs don't just do what they do. And for now, at least. Uh, so, uh, we just wait for the balance to happen in all these pairs, you know. Like I was telling you yesterday, it's just life. You have months where things go bad and months where things are so interesting. Okay. Uh, this one, I'll be waiting for the weekly to break below here next week. I already like how the daily is looking. I just want to see if it will shift. Now, maybe I might even add this pair. USD card up price might test this level. Uh, but the best place to buy at is this point here. But to see what happens. And then Euro GPP, if it's this pair, how many opportunities have we had where price has left us? Plenty. So we just hope it balances out soon. I swear, this is my friend likes saying this is the worst time for someone to learn trading, but they'll think it doesn't work. They'll think none of this business works, I swear, because it will be hard for them to see instant results like it used to be. See? Yeah. So most of them will think it's a scam, like everyone out there. Like the majority always say it's a scam. So, if you haven't experienced a good part in the markets and you try to join now, there's a high chance you might think it doesn't go. Especially if you are learning from someone. Uh, Good night, guys. But before I leave you to sleep, I'm just go through. I'm just stealing 10 minutes of the time, okay? Just 10 minutes of time. Go through how all these markets have closed, right? GPP 80. We can see again the weekly has failed to close above. So we are still bearish in the weekly time frame, which is surprising. Because price is supposed to just change by now. See? But seems like doesn't want to do that. The next thing is the next thing is AUD USD. You can see that price never, for this pair, if price would have just shifted, that's all we needed. If price would have just shifted and we tested here, it would be very okay with buys, but I don't know why it hasn't yet shifted. And now this even becomes harder because I can only buy when price is about this way. See? So that's the only trick. And then the next is GBP USD. See, what happened here is what I wanted price to do here. but price didn't do that. So we missed out on that sale and on this buy. But the only reason why we did that, I explained why I didn't take this buy. But as you can see, price reached our take profit like I showed you. Remember, I was telling you if this was the entry we got of price of at this point, this is a very nice exit point here. And you've secured your nice 1 to 5, see? Which is still fine. But it happened at the wrong place. And yes, I can take this, but what if I take it the next time and I lose? I'll blame myself, see? Because I knew not to do this, but I took it because I didn't want to be left out, you see? So that's the very good part of this market. Just stick to what you know and just stick to it. Euro GBP, you can see price hasn't really done anything good for us the past weeks. And you can see we clearly knew about this sale. All we needed was this shift to happen as it did. Price to retest nicely as it did, and price to give us an engulfing, but price didn't do that. You see? That time we woke up price being here and we were ready. So uh so what I expect now is oh, I just have to give time to this player. So let's just give it time for this market to balance itself out. USD card mid price to come back here. By DJPY, I told you I want price to be back at this one. Yeah. And the good part is price is still bullish. So the moment price will be here, I'll still be waiting in the 4 hour. The price to take out this low, you see? So then we can just easily sell here. That's why I like the structure of this pair currently. Because this is the higher low and higher high. So I can only sell once I take out this low. And you can see price is making lower structure moves, you see? And even so price is doing this, it doesn't guarantee me that I should be taking a sell at this point. Just because I know price has broken below this level and there is some sort of head and shoulder and some sort of break, I can sell here. No. Price is still bullish and price hasn't yet even respected our level. You see, I've done that mistake before. If you want, try it out and you'll see what I'm talking about. And if you've experienced it and you're watching this now, you know what I mean. GPP card, I told you we need price to come back here. NZD USD, I need price to test there. Euro card, price is selling right now. You have to see how to close. This one I told you I need my retest here. Euro USD, I still need price to retest back here. But you can still see that price is still, yes, it's making high highs. It's making high highs and high lows. But now if it closes below this level, the 4 hour will be back to being bearish. making the journey longer, but we are waiting for price to come back here. USDCHF priced in to test the level. NZD card priced in respect the level. AUD price never gave us an entry here. So this is our next point. AUD card, I need price to break below this zone. So we can sell. Euro CHF, I need price to not break, but price has already gone bullish now. So this is now all that's left is how the daily will react at this level. That's all. That's the only thing that will determine our move is how price will react at this level. Right? So we'll see. ZAR USD daily is still bearish. 4 hours is bullish now. So you wait for price to break below. Bitcoin, the daily is bullish, but the weekly is bearish and the monthly is bearish. So unless if the weekly was bullish, then we can consider this. US oil, the daily is now bullish, so price can come back here and can buy. S&P 500. What did I say about this bill? Daily is bullish, at this level. So yeah, and you can see the price makes a high today. We wait for price to come back here, and I can do something there. US 30 price is bullish, everything is bullish, but you need price to come back here. Then Nasdaq price is bullish, and price is bullish, and price has respected the OG level of the daily time frame. So if there was a 4-hour shift, yeah, since there was this 4-hour shift, all that was left was price respect this one here. Yeah. Price being respected, ended up making a new high. So this trade is missed unless price decides to push back here. So that's it for this week. And through this weekend, we'll go through the markets now. Yeah. So have a very good night. Bye.